Millennium Stephano. He is in the red trunks. He is playing Zerg to the northeast.
And one of the big points on this map is you don't really see pressure or pushes towards a natural expansion. It's always towards the third base of the respective player. So let's go ahead and stick a limb out and say, all right, let's say Happy goes for a push towards the third base of Stephano. Unless Stephano catches it before it arrives, the position of the third base is so that you can have tanks on the high ground and actually fire down. And then you can back up with Marines on the lower ground and so on, and have a very similar style from what Happy did on Shakirus, but on this map too. And of course, the key there from Stephano is to prevent him even getting there. And if Stephano lets him get there, then that's Stephano's fault, to be honest.
Yeah, it's a nasty, nasty expansion if you look at it. It is one of the lowered expansions on a lower level, which automatically means that Terran have a great opportunity to actually contain with tanks. So I would imagine Stephano's just going to try and stop it from happening. He may just play 2 base and then go for it.
Yeah, really, he could do. He really could do. It's something that he has to think about in this map. And we do see him send out a relatively early drone scout, and that's another map changing aspect of his game, is because you actually, it's very difficult to have an Overlord scout because it is cross-position a 2-player map. And the Overlords, even if they do go outside the main and natural, they can't slide behind a base on this map because Marines can easily shoot them down. So he may have a hard time scouting with an Overlord here, and it might actually play to Happy's style, and depending and changing up his style. So we'll see, man, we'll see.
Yep, expansion is coming down for Stephano. Nothing unusual about that at this stage. Spawning pull to follow that one up. See if he decides to actually grab gas. Hasn't done so just yet.
What is Happy doing? He's not building his orbital command or anything.
Yeah,
I was really, really late. For anybody watching his money in the top, he had over 100 minerals to build that, so that was a little bit of a mistake, and every little inch counts.
Every second counts. You don't mess around with Stephano. He will take every advantage he can get. Oh, hello. We've got a bunker coming down here by Happy. Yeah, doesn't really have anything to go in it, though, so it's a bit fake.
He's just making sure that drones come off the line so it prevents the income from Stephano.
Yep.
4 drones not working is obviously terrible. I mean, at this stage of the game, and then there's that off chance that the bunker does complete and you get a Marine in, so it's a well worth gamble here for Happy, and it actually pays for itself as he can easily cancel.
Yep, he can get the cancel. If he gets himself a Marine kill as well, it'll be great, but Stephano's micro is too good to allow that to happen here, and that Marine will be driven off. Second one comes in, though, so Stephano loses one, so, and Happy, of course, keeps that Marine alive.
Oh, Stephano didn't even build Lings. He was like, all right, I'm going to push this off with only drones. He's going to go back. But he didn't build Lings. He only built drones, so
the bunker wasn't cancelled. Gutsy. And you know what? This is actually going to work out.
SCV.
Oh, the SCV. Oh, wow. That was so close to finishing. Stephano.
Yeah, still worth it, though.
Yes, definitely worth it, because he killed a couple of drones and he forced a lot of mining time to disappear. So absolutely worth it. He could try and finish the bunker. It seems stupid to do so, though, so I think he'll just cancel.
Yeah, I mean, there's no reason to cancel it now. He can cancel it after, but he can let it go all the way down, but he's like, whatever. And basically, that was a fantastic start for Happy once again in this game. And Stephano taking that risk. He's like, why do I need to build Link early on if you're just going to destroy them early on? And plus, he lost mining time, so he was like, I'm just going to recover from that and skip Links and then just build more drones. But that pressure continued, and it really did benefit Happy there in a gamble from Stephano, which didn't pay off.
And then, of course, it runs into a situation where Happy starts to transition into Hellions from that, having seen that it's only drones, and looking to slide past again. There are 4 Links, however, and the Queen, and this is an awkward angle for Happy. He realizes it and gets out.
Yeah, he doesn't want to lose the Hellions. He's switched up after 4 Hellions. Therefore, he's like, if I lose these Hellions, that's it, man. I have to build more. I don't want to build more. Yeah. I have to keep these alive to prevent that creep spread from happening. And if he does decide to go for any pushes, then creep spread, of course, at minimal is going to be fantastic. But he does decide to throw down a 3rd base here, and he has a lot of gas banked up, so he could actually go straight into tanks from here and once again be safe from any early aggression from Stephano.
Yes, he can. Happy, I don't think he's going to get in there. Honestly, the Evo Chamber's been put there, got a second one coming in, so it does seem fairly unlikely that Happy will be able to slide past. But, you know, if anyone can, it's him. He is the master of just sliding his way in and doing immense damage to his opponent. I don't know how he does it, but he manages it.
Wow, Ling's managed to sneak out, which shouldn't really happen. And,
Not really, no. And that's going to be very handy. He's going to be able to
scout the natural now. Yep. He can poke up the ramp, and that's pretty good for Stephano there. Really nice play splitting both the Lings out in different directions. And that's good for him because he sees, oh, you haven't got an expansion up? All right, cool. So he could even, does he see the, oh, he doesn't see the third base at all, but he does see the basic structure of Happy, which is going to be a pretty standard bio tank play.
Yep, he's looking to work on that reactor, but the repairs will easily deal with that, so he's not concerned whatsoever. Stephano currently still playing on 2 bases, taken 2 more gas, hasn't taken all of them as of yet.
Yeah, because of that expansion being delayed, Stephano's like, God, and it was actually Happy just mismacroing a little bit, so it looks like something as kind of funky's gone on when it actually hasn't. So Stephano built Spore Crawlers in anticipation for a Banshee follow-up because he can't scout the main base. It's almost impossible. So he's preparing from every angle. And that's, if you can't scout, that's what you actually need to do. You need to prepare for everything.
And it's a weakness because, of course, you become a jack of all trades and a master of none when it comes to your defense.
Yeah, and it's not that much of an investment to just throw down a Spore Crawler to be ultra safe, especially if you're the confident player saying, I can beat this guy, but if he cheeses me, then I will lose. So it's a fine move to make there by Stephano. And now he's just going to go to his regular play, and Hellions deny a creep tumor. Second evolution chamber finishes up, so once again, similar style by Stephano.
Yeah, doesn't want to get anywhere near that and ends up losing a Hellion as a result, but he should be able to get out of there without too much of a problem. +1 armor upgrade is coming up for the Lings of Stephano, and still playing Ling at the moment. I have to wonder if he's going to decide to build another kind of unit.
Oh, Happy needs to deny that drone. Oh, he's going to be able to get it.
No, he takes it. There you go. Nicely done there by Happy.
And if that had gone down, of course, he wouldn't have been able to take the expansion. And he delayed Stephano from expanding, so really nice move there by Happy. And it doesn't really matter about these Hellions dying because they would have died eventually anyway. And a lot of Lings have been created. 44 drones versus 34 SCVs. Happy also has, mules as well, and he's upgrading. So pretty good game so far by Happy, equally by Stephano. But Stephano, now this is where it starts to get harder for Happy because Stephano's on 3 bases. He has a macro hatch in the making too and can start to produce that extra lava. And a lot of Lings are out, which is going to make it hard to actually establish a third base here with that presence.
Yeah, and you can overwhelm early tank lines very easily with this number of Lings. Admittedly, you don't want to run directly into that. You had to spread out just a wee bit. But the Wolof coming in for Happy and ensuring that, you know what, if you want to get through there, you're going to have to drop or you're going to have to bust.
And it looks like Happy's the one going to be dropping now. And I love the decision to be like, all right, I'm going to pick up the majority, if not all, my Marines. But I'm going to warm myself in at the same time, just in case anything happens.
Good.
And now he's going to be safe at the back, because whenever a Terran play drops you, they're weaker where their army is. So very nice covering that. And he actually has a 4th command center. That's not a 3rd in construction, that is a 4th. And now the drop is here. And with Stim, and where's +1? +1 not close enough, but he could snipe the hatchery because the Lings are nowhere near.
And he's going for it. He'll get a queen out of this, one would think, and the damage is coming in. And how many Lings? Yeah, there should be enough for the pickup here. And he gets himself into a good position. It's interesting that he decides to stay and fight, but there you go. He only does a couple, so it's not too shabby. Shame he didn't go for the queen, but he took that hatchery down to half health, and that's going to cause him a few problems later on.
Absolutely, and we do have a scan by Happy into the main base saying, all right, can I find his tech? The answer was no. He did see the lair, of course, which is, it would have been there anyway, so the kind of a wasted scan. He wanted to gamble, see if the spy was there, the infestation pit was there, but the infestation pit is actually on the natural here. So Happy's still a little bit in the dark. He understands that his opponent has tech to spire, or infestation pit, due to the late 3rd base, due to the no drones there and so on. He just doesn't know which one, but he can put 2 and 2 together and be like, all right, mass Lings, double upgrades, probably going to be infestors.
Yep, and that's exactly what it is. We've got the pathogen glands upgrade about to finish. Double +2 has been put in place, and Happy's actually really lagging behind heavily in terms of upgrades right now. So once that 2-2 hits, there's going to be this big window for Stephano to have happy fun times with Happy's army. Going to push forward and try and deploy, and this is what we mentioned earlier. This 3rd base is very vulnerable to this kind of play. Absolutely,
but Stephano had Lings scouting there outside of the Zelnoga Tower radius, and he is on siege at the moment. Stephano could easily jump on everything here. Stephano's army will beat this if it's on siege, but Happy's going to go into a good position here. He scans, he knows the Lings, he sieges up immediately, and Stephano building nothing but units to crush this.
Yep, and that's what he's going to look to do. He gets into that nice little corner there, but it also leaves him open to a fungal. Really nicely done there by Stephano. It looks like a fantastic place to hide, but not when there's fungal growth around, and that was cleaned up very, very well indeed.
Yeah, very easily done there by Stephano, and he takes a 4th base on the right-hand side of the map, which is actually his opponent's natural 5th base. So he's going to mine from his opponent's base and then take that and basically take all the money, man. Take all the money and run away.
Take the money and run. That's the best way to play StarCraft as far as I'm concerned. We've got the command center now landing on the 3rd base, and unfortunately, there's a Zergling in the way.
It does indeed, and that's annoying, man.
It's incredibly
irritating. Command center versus Marine, command center versus Link. Unfortunate.
Yeah, and funnily enough, it's just like, okay, I've got a few spares, don't worry. In fact, I would like to see Slash Dance Command coming in right now, but we have an Ultralisk Cavern down for Stephano.
Yeah, it's a pretty fast tech, and there's no scout at all from Happy. He scans the 3rd base, sees the drone count, and that's it. Doesn't see anything else now. And he needs to find out about the Ultralisk tech because he's not prepared for it. When we talked about could we see Ghost come in to play here, and I really do believe actually that Happy just then is thinking that that's Stephano's 4th base and is probably quite happy, but in reality that's not the case.
Yep, that was the cancel there, and nicely done, of course, by Happy. But yeah, 4 base with Ultralisk and no expansion available, because rolling out net right now is so dangerous. It just opens you up for Ling surrounds, and Ultra Ling at this stage is most likely going to smash that army to pieces. There are no Marauders, the tank count isn't high enough. We've got yet another drop down to here, and Happy finally finds this base, but can't do anything to it.
Yeah, just kind of sloppy, just waypointing around, waypoint the drop, and lost everything there. Stephano, very easy pickup, and still nothing in terms of reacting to the hive. No scan, no knowledge about it. He's establishing a 3rd base, but he needs to start Marauder production or something. He's just in a really, really bad position right now. He should be realizing that this is the case, but he hasn't even got a Ghost Academy, man. I know we talked a lot about Ghost being crap, but he's got to do something because this could be anything.
Marine tank does not beat Ultra Ling. It's just simple as that. In fact, even the addition of the Ultralisks, considering he already has Infestors, might not even be all that useful, but hell, he's got them anyway, and they're heavily upgraded, and they're still incredibly hard to stop. You're not going to snipe them, and it's going to be hard to blow up those Ultras. They've got a lot of health and a lot of firepower.
Oh, man, and the upgrades are so much better than what Happy has, and I'm just feeling that Happy's going to roll out and be like, all right, time to move out, and he's just going to get crushed because the Ultras are out, the Infestors are there, the Ling's there. They're almost at 5-3-3, and the Ling's been at 3-3 themselves, so he's actually going to be in an amazing position. I've been watching Happy's vision, for the majority of the last 5 minutes, and still no scans, no knowledge about the Ultralisk, no knowledge about a Greater Spire, nothing. He's just been dropping on these expansions around, and look, Stephano's going to crush this push. Ultralisk is so good, the plating upgrade is now finished for them.
They ain't stopping. The Lings go in initially, but the Ultralisks remain untouched, and they just have a target-rich environment. The splitting is very, very good here by Happy, though.
Oh, man, and now he starts his Marauder production way, way, way too late.
Yeah,
and
the Lings are sacrificial. It doesn't matter. I can lose all those Lings to tank fire as long as the Ultras get into play, and it maybe wasn't even the best position, but it doesn't matter. The fungal is perfect. The Ultralisks have a great big hug
the Medivacs as well.
Oh, dear God. This is a massacre.
Happy is getting destroyed. It looks like he's going to be dropping at the top left, but gets picked up easily by Stephano's multitasking. Another drop going to the main base, but man, Happy is just getting, Stephano's more than equal to the task. A big surge towards his 3rd base as well.
Yeah, here come the Lings in order to make that happen. The Planetary Fortress turret turns around to deal with those Lings, but of course the Ultra is still trying to smash their way through there. There are infested Terrans moving in against this Marine Marauder defense here. Happy is at 89 supplies, Stephano at 200. That's the units lost. It ain't pretty. It is not pretty. These Ultras refuse to die. They'll finally fall against the Planetary Fortress.
Yeah, they're so well upgraded. The Marine Marauders are at 2-2. Ultralisk fully upgraded now, and that 3rd base lost a lot of SCVs, and Stephano's going for the kill. He smashes through, and I don't even think Happy has any hope of doing this.
No way. There's 52 more Lings on the field, which as far as I'm concerned is enough just to kill Happy right now. There's Ultralisks all over the base. There's Ultralisks all over your face. There's Infestors. Oh, GG. Right there. Stephano